Hi, VOD watchers. Welcome on through, ladies and gentlemen, and all my non-binary friends. It is hyperlink blog time. We're about to get started with the Deltarune weird/other I really don't know what it is. I'm just excited to jump into this. It is your friend. How you doing, Psyculturist? It is Spamton, Spamton Psyculturist, and I am here. I am beyond excited to be here to get this done all for the low price of $9.99 Chromer. Please? Deal? Deal? No deal. Deal? No deal. Deal? 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 Deal! I'm saying deal. Let's go deal. I'm beyond excited to be here. We're gonna get started. There's probably gonna be a lot to talk about, a lot to analyze. Why I'm Spamton at Spamton? Well, I heard that this route was a little weird. So, what an opportunity to jump in and be Spamton at Spamton and legitimately, you know, come through. And I didn't bring my peepees. I lost my peepees. And then let's talk about weird. Let's talk about weird. Let's see how this route goes, okay? But yeah, I'm just excited. I'm excited to see how deep we can go with this, how much we can actually analyze, and most importantly, what can we all take away? With that being said, I'm gonna lose these bad boys. I gotta lose these bad boys. I can't see with them on. They look good. They look classy. And no, I ain't doing whiteface for any of y'all might be asking. It's Spamton and Spamton tonight. The Psychologists, Spamton. Oh my God. Ed was in the prophecy. Exactly. We're both glasses. We're both glasses if I can. Okay, fine. You want both glasses? Let's do it. The lack of glasses makes it so much more cursed. That's your boy. Okay. Why don't we start off? Chat. Perfect. Oh, that's okay. 10 out of 10. My first stream, and I'm excited. Even my ears are white. Everything is white, brother. Everything is white. The therapy will be given tonight. I will trigger some of y'all, and apologies in advance. It's Spamton and Spamton and Evil Ed all in one. And unfortunately, we're going to talk about a lot of different themes. A lot of themes that you may not be comfortable with, you know? So it is what it is. Under there too, everywhere. Everywhere. With that being said, I want to start off by doing an analysis. $5.99 Chromer, please. Right there. Right there. Right there. $5.99 Chromer. 100 Chromer? Yo, Orange Craft, thanks so much for the 100 bits. I appreciate that. Ron the Hybrid is all for subbing and everyone. Whew, pay for analysis, please. All right, let's do it. Chat, you have to be ready, okay? You have to be ready, chat. You gotta be ready, because we're gonna get in deep, okay? Not just normal deep. We're gonna get in deeper than deep. You gotta lock the fuck in, okay, chat? Lock the fuck in, chat. All right, we're ready. All right, hold on. Let me make sure we're able to go and grab this. You're locked in. This whiteboard. Like I'm a 1997 salesman, best salesman in the Southwest here. Will take us through our analysis, the Apple freak. The whiteboard is here. Yes, the whiteboard is here. The whiteboard is queer and it is ready for some deep analysis. All right. Now, where'd I put all my markers? That's the real question. Hold on, chat. Hold on. All right, we got it right here. I just got here. What is happening? It's Spamton, Ed Spamton. Welcome on in. I want to start off. Yeah, Ed's whiteboard for Smash. Exactly. Come on through. Come on through. Want to start off by talking about this. Hold on. I gotta make a point here. I gotta make a point here. Hold on. Mike, the mic. There you go. Thank you, Mike. All right. Gotta start off by addressing something here before we go and jump into the analysis. Hey, You telling me to go kill myself because I said that Rousey has some manipulative tendencies. Guess what? We all do. You're not the only one. We all do. We all have manipulative tendencies. We all have manipulative tendencies. You that sent me emails upon emails upon emails telling me that I hate Rousey. Have you been seeing my gameplay? I love Rousey. I love Susie. I love Chris. And no, I will not kill myself. That's the best way I can put it. I will not KMS. The best way that I'm going to go ahead and highlight this is, guess what? If you're identifying and you're starting to see some manipulative tactics, that must mean that, hey, guess what? You're hyperlink blocked and you might be unconsciously using some manipulative techniques. We all do them in some capacity. It's just to the layer that you're using them. Does that make Rousey bad in any way, shape, or form? No. In fact, that makes them more human than you think. Yeah, someone really said, a couple people sent me emails telling me that I'm horrible, that I'm, what is it, like a PDFer, that I should go kill myself, how could I target Rousey? It was very lengthy emails, but I'm not going to put them on blast here because some people got mad that I was reading the other emails. Yeah, I just got to say this. Please look into yourselves and please understand that I'm psychologically analyzing the characters. I'm not here to go ahead and make a frame of reference. In fact, I love Susie, I love Rousey, and I love Chris. I love all the characters. So, I've been thinking about this. Get close. Get closer. A little closer. How you doing? Spamton Love Network Part 2. I've been thinking about this a little bit. Thank you. No worries. I just want to go ahead and address it. I've been thinking about this. The thing is, everyone, and I truly do mean this, manipulation is often one of the things that goes under the table because we keep forgiving others that do it in our lives. And sometimes we adopt these patterns and we use them unconsciously, right? So whenever I've been thinking about this, and I've been processing this for the past week, right? And I want to bring it up in this chart here. Right here. And let's talk about this a little bit because this has been on my mind. These are emotional manipulation tactics: moving goalpost, generalization, changing the subject, gaslighting, passive aggression, lying denial, targeting insecurity, ignoring, conspiring, evoking fear, stereotyping, emotional abuse, right? Look at the strings, right? It's like being a puppet. Now, I know what you guys are saying. Ed, you're really going to target Rousey? No. In fact, no. I want to talk about this because I want to talk about you. What are we doing to Chris? You want to talk about the biggest manipulator in Deltarune of all time? Well, that's hyperlink blocked. No, that is us. That is legitimately us. We are some of the greatest manipulators. We are some of the greatest manipulators in this entire game. In fact, we're manipulating Chris to such a capacity. Yeah, I was thinking that's us. Yeah, that is us. We're the ones that are pulling the string and having Chris yell and having Chris do actions that they don't want to do because we decide what we think the story should be. So in fact, whenever you hear me saying, but Rousey's manipulating. Oh, Susie's manipulating. Oh, Chris is manipulating. Yes. But that's because of you. You're the greatest manipulator in this game. And in fact, you're manipulating this game to try and get the ending that you want. Not the ending that the story wants or the story has. No, it's the ending that you so desperately are craving. You're trying to recruit everyone, so you go and you recruit everyone. You're trying to go ahead and, I'm going to try and see what comes out of the other route. So you go and you kill everyone. Because that's the way you like it, right? Because you're the one that's playing little puppet here, matching the soul right up to the vessel that we have there, and making sure that they follow along in your little things in there. Interesting, isn't it? That doesn't take $5.99 Chromer for me to figure it out. That took chapter 1 and chapter 2 of me consistently pointing things out for this to come out and make it full circle. Are we the biggest manipulators, chat? And in fact, this is making me wonder, what does this other route entail? Let's talk about this. This other route is big, but I gotta fix this. All right, slightly skewed. Oh, thank you, Spamton Ed Spamton. You're welcome. As Spamton E Spamton says, yes, it's self-care time. Hug me, I'm scared. Me too. Me too. Let's talk about that. Un poquito, por favor. All the good things we're doing of what you're legit the best. Oh, thank you so much. I appreciate you. Literally gave me a jump scare. Good. It's rubbing off on my suit too. I might have just ruined a really good suit. It is what it is. It is what it is. Anything for the crowd. So let's talk about manipulation. Let's talk about manipulation. Let's talk about manipulation. And specifically what I'm talking about is this. How have we been manipulating Chris so far? That is the key instance, the key question, the key semblance that has been coming through. By the way, if you're coming in and you're new and you're like, wait a minute, why is Ed talking about it? Or he's hitting on themes and stuff that may come up in the future or something like that. I'm not. I don't know anything about this route other than what was showcased in the Tenna chapter 3 aspect of things. I don't know anything. And in fact, my mods have kept everything away from me. So, thank God it didn't miss much. Good. Yes, it's $4.99 for me to continue this analysis, right? $4.99 Chromer. Exactly. Good job, mods. So I don't know anything about this, but let's talk about the manipulation that I have done it too. Guess what? Y'all are manipulators, all of you. So, also, hi Andrew, welcome on in. What have we manipulated? Let's talk about that. We manipulated the way that Chris socializes, the way that Chris talks, the way that Chris takes actions, who Chris does, right? If Chris fights or not. We're manipulating every single little detail in that manner to the point where, guess what? We even started getting so anxiously attached to Chris that we need to see everything that Chris is doing. We get angry because Chris is taking stuff and not showing us everything. We get anxious because Chris and Rousey are off sharing secrets that we don't know about. And it makes me wonder this. Is Chris actively warning others? Think about the mindset of you being a puppet from time to time. Would you try and tell others? Would you try and tell others that you are being manipulated? Yes or no, Chromer? Deal or no deal? I feel like a majority of us, right? Absolutely. A majority of us would try and let the truth get out in some way, shape, or form. Hold on. A majority of us would take the deal. A majority of us would manipulate. A majority of us would find ways to try and let others know that we're being manipulated. So a majority of us would reach out and we'd be like, Yeah, we try and let others know to a capacity, right? Like, i.e., hey, you know what, I'm not myself when I'm with this person. Hey, you know what, we just have to be careful about the way that we speak about certain things. Or hey, you know what, if you see me act a little differently, it's not me, right? We would try and leave hints and little aspects and things out there to go ahead and let others know that, hey, maybe our actions aren't necessarily our own. So it comes through with this fine question of how much does Rousey know? And even further, we did this whole pacifist route. What would happen and how would others treat us if we went insane? What would happen? What would happen? Now stick with me here. What would happen, okay, if others saw us taking horrible actions? Okay, hold on, I'm thinking. Would they still want to be our friends? Or would there be more pushback? Would more people try and fight back against us? Now that right there is the real question. How far could someone evil that's a manipulator take it before people decide to and fucking fight back? That's the real question. So, going insane is simply getting more fun. I swear I only missed a couple. Why did bro go PP insane? I have questions and I have concerns. And a lot of these concerns stem out of that. So let me bring this up. I know I'm taking my while with that. I hope y'all are okay with me analyzing and theorizing like this. I know some people absolutely love it and some people absolutely hate it. You know, it is what it is, my friends. It is what it is. That's what y'all pay for $5.99 Cromer. Otaku Spirit, thanks so much for the 5 gifted subs. And the Precious Thing, thanks so much for gifted subs. I appreciate it. Yes. It's time to cook. It is Spamton, Spamton. Yes, welcome on in. Welcome on in. Let's talk about this. I love highlighting this. These are Jungian archetypes, right? The different masks that we wear, or in my case, the different glasses that we wear, right? Some days, that's gonna take a while to clean out of my glasses. Hold on. Fuck. We're moving on, Mike. We're moving on. Some days it's going up. Cromer prices are going up. Jungle Mail, thanks so much for the follow, everyone. Some days we might feel like heroes, but inside of that same turn, what happens? Chat. What happens the moment that we decide, all right, that, like, for example, if I'm a hero, what am I to some other people? If I'm a hero, what am I to some other people? I know. We got to get all the Cromer in here. I got to do this before the Spamton Love Network coming up soon in February. What happens if I'm a hero to some people? Chat. I'm also a villain to others. Guess what? I might think that I'm being a hero to people, but internally, I might be demolishing myself and thinking what I'm doing is not right. But also holding in the mask of like, hey, there's an aspect of mastery where I don't feel like I am a hero, so therefore I am a disappointment and I am a villain. Same thing, and I'm gonna go flip it to the aspect of ruler. If I want to be a ruler, what is the thing? There's a fine line, a really small line, that would lead us from ruler to tyrant. And that's all based on the amount of control that we give others and ourselves. That is the key aspect in there. How much control do we have, and are we comfortable giving others versus ourselves? You know, so in the same aspect, right? We might be, for example, we might be trying to go out and rule and be a creator, right? And innovate and give people control inside of that. But if our main characters are seeing themselves as a villain, how do we get them to be a hero? If our main characters see themselves as innocent and we're a tyrant and destroyer, do you think that like we really care about their safety? If all we're thinking about is control and innovation and legitimately running things our own way, having utter and complete dominance and control, do you really think that we care about their innocence or their safety in general? We probably don't, so we will probably make people villains or make people victims inside of that. We will legitimately come in through and make people victims inside of it. Do we care, for example, in this situation? Oh, and here's a big one. An expert manipulators will find ways to make you follow them. Okay? And you might think, oh, I could identify it. Can you though? Can you? Can you though? If I do a foot in the door technique, and this all relates to us being the expert manipulators and how we affect the game in the gameplay. And I say, hey, can one of you hold this expo marker? Some of you might say, yeah, cool. There's a layer of trust that's already fundamentally built inside of friendships. What would happen if I tell you, hey, can I give you another expo marker? Can you hold on to it again? Small things you would probably say yes to. But now let's put ourselves outside. Let's put ourselves out in an environment. Let's go ahead and take that. And we're teleported. We're teleported to a world that you don't know. And I know this world, or I seem confident and comfortable in this world. And I tell you, hey, this marker, I want you to make $100 bills. It'll act like the real money. They won't tell the difference. And it'll stop us from being hungry. I can promise you that. With my gift of the gab and your thing, we can do it. Just proceed. Do it. Proceed. Go right ahead. First, you might be reluctant. You might say, no, what not? It's like, it's for your own good. I'm here for you. Just go on. Get it done and over with. Come on. I'll turn around. Whatnot. Like, you'll be fine. Get it done and over with. And like, you do it, right? You're like, hey, you know what? Here's $100 note. I grab it and I'm like, oh, wow. I go and take care of it. I'm like, wow, good boy. Good job. Great. Fantastic. Phenomenal. 10 out of 10, right? Wow. Here, do it again. What happens? What am I doing? What am I doing by doing something so casual like this? What am I doing by addressing the aspect of belonging in here, right? By being a destroyer, a tyrant, and going in here and simply telling you, hey, go on, keep doing it. Yeah, no, please. Proceed. Keep doing what you need to do. What am I doing, chat? Building trust. I am taking your agency away and I'm turning you into a follower. I am taking you away from being an everyman, from belonging everywhere, from being able to stand for yourself and mean something, to kind of going into like I'll bring up the power of Wheel of Control, taking your power away from you and taking it on for myself. And what do I want if I'm this manipulative person? If I'm pulling the strings here, what do I want, chat? I go right back over here. Control, tyrant, innovation. I want to make sure that like I make you the victim. I want to make sure that I make you my follower. You know, I want to make sure that I make you the villain. Meanwhile, I have full control over this. That is why we, everyone has the capacity to be the biggest manipulator in this entire game and affect the gameplay as a whole. I don't know what way this route was going to go. I'm just taking apart the elements that are hitting just from the Rousey conversation. And just from the elements that we talked about, what emotional control looks like. Now, am I cooking? I don't fucking know. But the real question is, are you processing? Are you learning something? That is the real peepees. All right, going on to another one. I think so. I don't know. As a totally unbiased third party, we as a soul are obviously flawless. You're going to do no wrongs. You look splendid in that. Oh, well, thank you so much, ZXSoul. Thank you so much. Watch a sipping in. I'm taking big old sips of hyperlink blocks. We're not done. We're not done. We're not done yet. What the hell is this? Yo, Chantrico, thanks so much for subbing 27 months in a row. 27 months in a row. Let's go. Think of what Carol would think, especially the real peepees. Yo, is that peepees? You guys found peepees? Holy shit. Y'all found peepees. All right. I'm bringing something else up. Hold on, chat. I gotta cook more. My beard's coming out too. Everything's coming out, you know. Everything's coming out. I know it's already starting to sweat off. This is what makes it awesome. I did say I wanted to bring this up, and I do want to bring this up because I think this is absolutely wonderful. I love the fact that my mods in mod chat can roast me. I know Ed is hi, welcome on in from Australia. You want to talk about manipulators? Look at the white here. Ruining this suit. Tantrico, love the content. Just had a really transphobic experience just now. Good. Oh, well, I'm glad I helped you cheer you up, and I'm sorry that you had to go through that. Fuck transphobes, right? And anyone out there that's making any of my LGBTQ plus friends and individuals out there not feel comfortable. Okay. Let's talk about this. We as manipulators, what have we done, chat? What can we do in this game? Let's talk about that. We can legitimately, and it says male privilege, but it's really all types of privilege. Let me bring up the better one. Let me bring up the better one. Mike! All right, there we go. Thank you, Mike. Blade just threw a picture of me up in the staff chat here. Oh no. Oh, that's so good. Mike coming in clutch. I know. Thank you, Mike. Oh, that looks so fucking golden. That looks so golden. Okay, here we go. What can we do in this game so far that we've seen? At least you believe so, not Michael, but I have a hard time believing that. I think that Toby purposefully allows you the opportunity as to whether or not you want to go ahead and be a dick. Legitimately. How you want to play this game, right? So let's talk about this. In this game, can we use harmful language? Like, can we make Chris do name call, humiliate someone, make someone feel insecure, make someone feel guilty, make them tell lies or share private information, too much private information about themselves or others? Yes? In this game, can we make Chris hit, scratch, shake, choke, pinch, push, bite, using one's body size or strength against another, using physical violence? Yes. In this game, can we use our race, popularity, class, even disability to manipulate someone else? Make all the decisions for a team or someone. Be the one to define the relationships, the roles in that. Okay. In this game, can we make Chris do exclusion or use exclusion? Controlling what someone does or where she or he goes. Deciding who someone she talks to or what she hears. Limiting outside involvement. Pressuring someone to be part of a group, isolating someone from their friends or family. You know, can we kind of do that if we so decide? In this game, can we use technology? sending unwanted texts, calling someone that we know might be toxic or hurt us, breaking into someone's social media profile, cell phone, laptop, pressuring someone to take or send or look at any sort of photos or pictures that aren't necessarily there. In this game, can we use intimidation? Making someone afraid of using looks, actions, or gestures, smashing or destroying property, abusing pets or loved ones. By the way, abuse can be any type of abuse. Psychological, emotional, mental. Telling someone to, I don't know, put on a Spamton cosplay just because for the lulz of it, and then pressuring them to put it on. Or telling, hey, you have to go ahead and wear the Spamton glove throughout the entire stream. No taking it off, Ed. Put it back on. Become Spamton. We need you. Guess what? That's intimidation, right? And that can be SA as well. Or that can be harassment as well, right? What about minimizing, denying, or blaming, right? Can we make Chris minimize the impact of a situation, not take concerns about abuse seriously, say that the abuse didn't happen or that it wasn't real or that, it's all made up or that nothing's in there? Can we go ahead and blame others for stress, alcohol, 101 aspects in there? What about using threats? Can we make threats to use physical or sexual violence, right? Or make allusions to it, right? Can we threaten to leave or, commit, KMS or report someone to the police or make someone do something absolutely illegal or threaten to expose someone, right? Private information. What about sexual coercion or harassment or assault? Can we do something that can go ahead and manipulating someone to get sex or sexual activity or an aspect? In case y'all don't know, sexual harassment is not just slapping someone in the butt or any of the R words or taking advantage of someone. No, in fact, sexual harassment can mean quite literally a dozen things as long as you're pressuring someone to do something that they don't want to do. Once again, going into the aspect of harassment. If you're making me put on something I don't want to put on, like this glove, or you're telling me, hey Ed, I want you to take pictures of me, right? Or draw me like one of your French girls, whatever it might be. Sexual harassment can absolutely be verbal as well. Getting someone drunk or drugged, destroying or refusing to use any form of control, making sexual comments, giving inappropriate looks, touching, grabbing, rubbing, pitching, or something without consent. How much of this do we do, chat? And how much of this have we done or influenced on Chris? Don't lie. Yeah. For $10.99, you too can get this type of analysis. Make sure to subscribe. Join us in the Discord. Join us here on Twitch. If you're lurking and you're not following, what are you doing? Make sure you drop a sub, hyperlink blocked, or a membership if you guys want to go and get early access to some of these videos, because I do have to go ahead and edit, and it's only a one-man editing for long-form videos. Anyway, Cromer, quick Cromer, join the Discord, Cromer, or Patreon. It also goes up on Patreon as well. Anyway, we make Chris hug Rousey, something that they do not consent to or want. We make them say horrible things, and we can make them hurt partners. That's what I'm encapsulating with this. And I'm sorry if this is taking 30 minutes of your time to talk about manipulation and to talk about how we can be absolutely horrible if we so wanted to, and we can absolutely destroy anything and everyone, and how much control that we have in here, right? And how much control others are like, because others are fighting for control as well, right? And I guess I'll put it out this way. Rousey was just born a couple days ago, I guess, if we really want to consider that. Maybe. Who knows? They're really coming in, and they're withholding information, yes, right? But they're coming in and trying, and yes, they're keeping things to themselves, and yes, is that a manipulation tactic? Yes, right? Absolutely, withholding information. But they've only been around for a couple days. They are trying to adjust to their world, and clearly they have a deep attachment to Chris. We have multiple years all of you, more than likely said, have multiple years of lore, of knowledge, of ways that you see your perfect run go, of how you imagine or how you think that Toby wants you to play his game. And so what have you done? On the one hand, juggling your own internal desires to take your own actions or inactions, and on the other hand, playing what you think will get you 100%, or all the hidden dialogue and the flavor text, and finding the motifs and trying to go ahead and understand it, right? Trying to come through and identify what you think Toby wants you to see or Toby wants you to play. And so now you impose your will onto these characters because you think that for $27.99 Chromer, for the price of a Deltarune, you have the ability to make this game yours, to make these characters' lives yours, to come through and impose your will onto the actions and inactions of these characters. Because flavor texts are important. Music and motifs are important. I missed a line of dialogue. I have to go back and catch it. I can't miss a scene with Tenna. I gotta go back. Gotta restart from the beginning. I gotta go back and kill everyone. I'm sure Toby wants me to go back and kill everyone. I'm sure Toby wants me to go back and kill everyone. I'm sure Toby wants me to go back and kill everyone. I'm sure Toby wants me to go back. And 100% is true. I'm sure. I'm sure it's what Toby wants. It's what Toby wants, right? Why did Kara make me do this? Why did Kara make me do this? Why did Kara make me do this? Oh no! Well, we're all gonna allude it to Undertale. Interesting how we've had years to process Toby's work, and yet we're still making an illusion as to how we think Toby wants us to play this game, and how we think that we're doing the best or not best decisions for these characters. Chat. What I'm saying is, we're the villains. We're the most toxic individuals in these games, and we can continue to be the villains. And that's okay. Now for $5.99, we can get right back into some Chromer and Hyperlink Block. We have a lot of Hyperlink Block that we can go ahead and get into. Toby made the game, so he is very, very evil. Yo, Manic Christopher, thanks so much for gifting out. Or Epic Gamer Birdley! Thanks so much for giving out a sub. I appreciate it. Oh, what terror, ladies and gentlemen. What terror. Welcome on through. All right. Spamton, Ed Spamton. And drop it all down below. Drop it all. I know, it's going away. I told y'all. As it starts sweating, it's going to start coming down. It's going to start coming down. I told ya. We were promised a vessel, and we didn't get it. I know. It's Bartholomew? Birdley? I gotta take off these gloves and show my real hands. Because it is getting warm. It is getting rather warm. Alright. Oh shit. Two different people into the intro of exactly, the illusion shattering slowly but surely. All right, hold on. Ads in a minute. Oh, well, ads are just in a minute here. Everyone, we're about to jump right back into the ads. Quick little bit here. While the ads are running, we tend to go ahead and do something a little unique. The ads are about to run. I'm going to go clean my glasses so I can see. I hope you guys are okay. Do you want more analysis, or are you okay with that level of analysis? Do you want more analysis, or are you okay with that level of analysis? The gloves are off, chat. It's about to get real. Because I can do more. I have 101 other aspects of things I can touch on. You know, but again, it's gonna eat into the streaming time. It's gonna eat into the streaming time, and that's gonna affect the gameplay that we do have. Lena, let me know whenever we're about to get started, so that way we can all right. Let me know when the ads are about to start. Oh, 99999 Cromer. All right, them playing as is. All right. If you want to go, feel free to do so. Let's begin with the bang tonight. Well, while the ads are running, if you want an ad-free experience, just make sure to go ahead and hit that sub button. Did you guys like the spam? Do you guys like Spamton, Ed Spamton here? I appreciate it a ton. By the way, thanks so much to everyone that's gotten memberships and stuff over on YouTube, and all of this. It looks amazing. Thank you. I love Spamton, Spamton. Thank you. Yo, the evil and intimidating startup menu as Ed stares into the camera. It's what Toby wants. Oh, darn. Thank you so much for the 10, by the way. I appreciate it, Mama Luigi. All right, heck yeah. Before I even started Deltaruning. So I guess I do have a question, and I keep asking this because I don't know. How deep does this other route or weird route or however you want to call it go? Like how deep is it? Like how much is there to analyze on this route? Like that's a genuine question that I have. Like I don't know, right? Pretty deep. To seal your makeup next time. I didn't have any time at all. I was doing it in the car. Like, holy shoot, buddy. Yeah, no shit. Covering my mouth and writing. Yeah, there's a lot. Okay, well, you know what? Fuck it. There's someone else I want to talk about. And someone that maybe people are going to get mad at me for talking about. I feel like I need to put these on to do this. It's time to talk about Chris. It's time to talk about Chris. It's time to talk about Chris. I was about to say Birdley, because Birdley's great, and we can talk about Birdley all day, every day. It's time to talk about Chris. I like how it's running off already. It's time to talk about Chris. And it's time to identify the fact that Chris might not necessarily be a villain, or is not a villain, but Chris is not a villain by choice, but a villain by circumstance. What do I mean? Why do I have a weird feeling or suspicion that Chris is being manipulated? Ecologically speaking, who is Chris's safest point? Who is Chris's safe person or home? Chat. Who would Chris consider their home? I saw one person hit it. Yep, two people. Asriel. Asriel. It's been Asriel for most of his life. Most of their life. Now, you're telling me that someone's foundation has been taken away from them. Mom and dad are getting a divorce. What happens to a kid? Their brother, yeah. What happens to a kid with the rocky foundation, chat? We're talking about Chris before the game, as the game even starts, or before the game even starts. They're more susceptible to be manipulated. They're more susceptible to being manipulated. They're more susceptible for adults that they trust to come through and them to follow them blindly because they're trying to find a home. Can they find that home if your family's fighting all the time? Can Chris find their home if their family's fighting all the time? If Toriel and Asgore are consistently, and there's no strong foundation of that, oof, that's not an easy thing. And what if the person that you've opened up to and you've loved, your sibling, is no longer there? What happens to you as an individual? Exactly. In manipulation, I'm not even talking about us as the soul. I'm talking about other people. Like, imagine this, right? Chris maybe just wants to belong. And adults that you trust come through and tell you, hey, we can fix everything. We can bring Azzy back in. We can make sure that like everything gets fixed. You just need to follow what we say. We have you. We got you. Don't worry about it. Would you do it? Would you do it? You probably would. You probably would. Right? Yeah, because you're like, oh, they have a solution. They know what I'm going through. Oh, they'll go ahead and offer this until you start realizing that maybe it's not the greatest. Maybe it's not the healthiest, But at first you'll go along with it. You are always welcome here. Yeah, you're always welcome here. Even more so. New home in the school closet. Even more so. There are times, because Chris is an excellent piano player, right? Chris is an excellent piano player. Chris can do so many amazing things, but yet us as the soul, we've dampened that ability. We've taken their voice away. And we see that Chris at times fights us back. And they're fighting for some sort of control in the same way that we would, right? But at the same time, they're opening fountains. They're doing all of these things. They acknowledge what's going on. So we're dampening their shine, but there's got to be a reason for that. There's got to be some way, shape, or form that Chris trusted someone enough to go ahead and do this. Hence why, logically speaking, you condense this. Chris is not a villain by choice. They're a villain by circumstance. By circumstance of not knowing that their actions are having ramifications, right? And that it's continuing to go ahead and create further escalations and further conflict and stuff like that, right? You want to play a game? Well, not by their choice at least, right? But they're a victim by circumstance inside of that as well, right? Because people are manipulating Chris at all levels. And unfortunately, it's going to take a big moment for Chris to identify what's going on and for them to break this curse. Nor, thanks so much for the sub. I appreciate it. Thanks so much for coming on through. I love having new people in the community. Overall, I can go on about Chris. If you believe in Death is the Night, and even more fucked up because that was a dear family friend. Yeah. I mean, we can go on endlessly about like anything, right? But it comes in the main purpose. Whose soul is in Chris? That's the question that I have. Where is Chris's original soul, and whose soul is in Chris? Anyway, with that being said, we're up to an hour since we just started with this. Are y'all ready? You want to play a game? Are y'all ready? I hope you're ready. I hope you're excited. Because, man, I'm excited. I'm so excited. I mean, I even did this cosplay for y'all. That's how you know. All right. I don't know anything. All I know is that we're supposed to start somewhere. So I guess I'll start off by asking Chad a question. Do I start at the beginning, chapter 1? Or is it like a chapter 2 where I'm supposed to start? Like, where do I start? Chapter 3 or chapter 4? Okay, chapter 2. Noted. No. Not even rhetorical. I don't know how to go ahead and start this, you know. All right. Also, will this run through ruin my other runs? Once upon a time, a legend whispered among shadows. It was a legend of hope. It was a legend of dreams. Which one's the real one? It was a legend of light. It was a legend of dark. This is the legend of Deltarune. $5.99 Krober. Haha. For millennia, light and dark have lived in balance, bringing peace to the world. But if this harmony were to shatter, a terrible calamity would occur. The sky will run black with terror, and the land will crack with fear. Then, her heart pounding, the earth will draw her final breath. Only then, shining with hope, 3 heroes appear at world's edge. A human, a monster, and a prince from the dark. Only they can seal the fountains and banish the angels' heaven. Only then will balance be restored and the world saved from destruction. Today, the Fountain of Darkness, the geyser that gives this land form, oh, we're in a dark world, stands tall at the center of the kingdom. But recently, another fountain appeared on the horizon. And with it, the balance of light and dark begins to shift. Deltarune. Oh, that's right. We did it. We did a save here. Oh, look at those rookie numbers. Look at those rookie numbers. Yeah, I was about to say. Isn't it interesting, though, how off the horizon, like in the dark world, and off the horizon, another dark fountain appeared. Isn't that interesting? I thought you couldn't make a dark fountain inside of a dark fountain. The music. Yeah, the music is making me nostalgic, I'm not gonna lie. True, it's visible from the castle town, the horizon. Exactly. Exactly. That's why I was like, ooh. I know, Undertale music. Or somewhere since he and the other darkness can travel. but not for long. Can we make a dark fountain in a dark fountain in a dark fountain? Yeah, but what if it's darker than dark? What if... Yeah, the first thing that may come out may be a Titan if you open up a dark fountain in a dark fountain. But what if there's darker than dark elements in there? What if you have to see past the darkness, maybe past the light? Yeah. To go further beneath. I also want to know what Angel's Heaven is. Yeah, how deep does this rabbit hole have? Alright. Cyber City. I went to the store and they needed a signature to use a credit card. But when I tried to encrypt my signature, my drawing random skittles, they didn't like that. Oh no. Oh, fuck, okay. Huh? What's going on? What are we doing? Okay, what do I do here? What if I defend? Magic Ice Shock? Damage with 16. And action. Okay, the whole purpose is not to go through, like, healing, right? Like, we can't just... Hyperlink blocked! Like, we can't just heal everyone, right? In that capacity is what I'm thinking. So more than likely... I'm gonna have to go ahead and do Ice Shock. I guess I'm gonna have to do damage in some capacity. Ooh! One shot? Noelle? You won. Got 100. Noelle became stronger. What do you mean? What the fuck do you mean? Noelle became stronger. That sounds... Ooh. In case y'all don't know, there's a lot of wonderful... the makeup's coming off. There's a lot of wonderful things out there, right? Programmings and aspects like this. Keywords, Noelle became stronger. As though subconsciously, like, the Noelle is being pushed, right? As though this is one of those elements that is a continuous pattern where we're pushing Noelle in a way. Noelle became stronger. Stronger by turning this... Stronger by turning them to ice? Noelle became stronger. Positive. It's like a positive conditioning, right? Wow, Noelle became stronger. We want them to do this more. Yes. Yes. like that, right? Like, oh my goodness. Oh, and they stay frozen? It's frozen solid. I found trash. Basura, basura. You dug through the trash. I found trash. Oh no. Wow. Welcome to the city. City. Oh, what the? Pop-ups popped up. Okay, I guess I got an ice shock. Noelle cast. Oh, look at Noelle's face. Look at Noelle's face. Oh, look at Noelle's face. They seem so worried. Azobo? On a broken link with... Noelle! Oh no! Torn it in two. Noelle became stronger. Oh no. You know? But you won't be able to use it during battle. Check and make sure you have what you need. That's what I wanted to say, but it's already got said. Not a bad name, says Newbert. It's an eggplant that looks like a trash bag. Yeah. It's been a hot minute. It's a lone door frame. You can't see through it. Oh no. Chris? Are you sure this isn't the wrong way? You dug through the trash and found trash. Oh. Oh no. Oh! Don't let this bug ya. Noelle became stronger. This doesn't feel too good, chat. I'm not gonna lie. By the way, if I'm messing up, please tell the mods. I don't know what to do. Frozen. You want... What does this do to a person, though? The more that we do this, like, what does this do to a person? A snow ring. Aw. Think about this, chat. What would this do to you? Freezes the enemy. Frostmancer. Leader commands. Freezes the enemies. The door is locked. Chris? Why did you bring me here? No one's home. No one's around at all. It's so creepy. At the same time, it's kind of nostalgic. What? The door is locked. What do you mean by that? What do you mean it's kind of nostalgic? Oh God. Noelle? Dang, y'all are in emo only mode already? That's crazy. That's crazy. Doc bogus, CD bagels, spin cakes, kind of Doc booger in there just in case we need it. I know, that's wild. Uh-oh. Oh, Noelle, I'm sorry. Christ, ice shock. Where's there a wee, there's a woo. Oh, took a hit. I'm not too happy about that. Frozen. That sound. Wah. Wah. Damn. Meow, 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 meow. Frozen. Get out of here, you're frozen. I don't even know if I'm doing this right. I mean, I guess one can only hope, right? I hope I'm doing it right. Oh well. Not even the mods can tell me. That's the fun thing about this. I'm a mouse! Sorry, Chris, could you deal with them somehow? Maybe if you can get them in the other mouse hole. Hey, Chris, you can't leave yet, you know? You need to deal with the mice. You can do it, Chris. I believe in you. Chris, if the mice hit a wall, they'll come over here. Try using those buttons to get them into the hole. Don't let the mice hit the walls, Chris. They'll bounce over here and crawl on me. Chris, gosh, you did that on purpose, didn't you? It's like when they swapped my eggnog with mayo. Oh no, eggnog with mayo? I'm about to be just a horrible person in this run, ain't I? Is that what this is? Am I just about to be an absolutely, like, wretched person? Looks like that took care of it. Did it though? Okay. Did you take your bullets today? I don't know. I don't think so. Am I supposed to attack with Chris as well? I need 2 apples to stop me. But I'm assuming if I follow what happened in Tenna's game, where it was mostly the character that could do this would be fine, right? Frozen. You won. Noelle became stronger. Good. Pink ribbon. Ah. Ah. Bye, bye, bye. I'm the fever, I'm the chill, I'm the wildest desire. Whoa, whoa, what the? Let's go, let's go. Frozen, frozen, not the good kind. By the way, if you're lurking and you haven't followed, why aren't you following yet? Come through, join the family, follow. Join the Spamton Spamton celebration. Add. Ooh, another one. $214. All of that to not even get hit. Do it. Yo, thanks so much for the follow, Southeasterner. Appreciate it. Southerner, Southeasterner. Oh, okay. Noelle became stronger. I mean, at what point do you deem this as normal or like normality? Yeah. The shrink's out of control. Hey, virus. Frozen. Have some free bullets. Okay. Yeah, Noelle doesn't look too happy to be doing this. And even the sigh of relief. Remember this? It's an advertisement for a giant Ferris wheel. Gosh, that's amazing. It makes the one at the festival look like a toy. I wonder if Susie would want to. Gosh, who am I kidding? I'm gonna play this as Evil Ed, and I hope y'all are okay with this. Evil Ed, Evil Spamton here, is very egocentrical, very self-centered, very manipulative. I will ride with you. Oh, so you can shake it when we reach the top, just like at the festival when we were kids? I know there's a catch with you, Chris. No thanks. Noelle? You will ride with me. Ugh! Ugh! Huh? I mean, sure, if you really want to, you can make up for when we were kids. Since when did Chris get so... No way, it's gotta be some kind of prank. Oh, okay. Ugh. But that's how manipulation works, right? And unfortunately, that's how individuals get into some very not healthy situations or relationships. When stuff like this... Looks like you need to hold it down. Oh, two young beings together on a school night. Could I interest you in some brand new dating shoes? Huh? No, you've got it totally wrong. Chris and I are just, friends. Whoa! Assuming that we're dating here? Chris has been my neighbor forever. We've been through so much, sometimes it feels like we know each other better than anyone. Yet somehow it's hard to say we're exactly friends. The Spamton Love Network here. No, but this, like, think about it this way, right? We're manipulating the social elements at this point in time. This has gone from like, oh, little areas to now we're manipulating the social elements and how others will perceive us. So what am I doing with this if I choose we're something else? Now I'm placing it out there and even kind of pushing this idea onto Noelle. Oh no. What does that mean? There's no good interpretation, that's for sure. You two don't look together. Can I interest you in some brand new divorcing shoes? Divorcing shoes. If there's something else, maybe a dating shoe isn't right. Maybe I could interest you... A freeze ring? Huh? A ring? Sorry, I don't think we need something like that. Come on, Angel. You can't get stronger without good equipment. Stronger? Right, I guess that's... And now the world is telling her that she needs to get stronger. Think about that, chat. Like, Noelle gets stronger is the way that we're introduced, right? And then now the world sociologically is telling us that in order to be good, in order to be deemed good, you need to get stronger. Chris, buying me a ring? Yeah, right. Let's get it. Chris, you'd buy it for me? Sure, I guess. We could ask about it. How much does it cost? Just a small fee of $28.28. Huh? Sorry, we don't have that much money. Still, it was nice of Chris to offer. Oh, no, this is... Oh, no! Oh, no! No! No, 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 wait, 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 no, 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 no. Is this love bombing? Is what we're doing? Like, are we getting this into like a weird extreme attachment, almost love bomb situation here? we're, hey, you know what? I want you to go do this terrible thing, but you know what? We're something else. Hey, let me get you this thing. Wait. And for the individual, it's like, wow, they're not always horrible. Because again, you have to remember when a person's a manipulator inside of a relationship, or when you're in a DV relationship, it's not like they're horrible all the time. There are good moments to them. There are some excellent moments to them, right? But there are frequencies or little aspects in them, like, oh, they care about me, they buy me stuff, and we do all of this stuff. Oh, no. Oh, hell no. Oh, no. Let's get it. Huh? Me? You were asking me to get it. Oh, no. Chris, come on. You know we can't afford that. Noel, get it. Get it, Noel. Noel, get it. What? Chris, I just told you we don't have the money. What are you asking me to do? You aren't asking me just... Get it, Noel. Get it, Noel. Get it, Noel. Chris, no. And now we're pushing her boundaries. Noel is trying to say no. Noel is trying to put up their boundaries. And now we're saying, no, I don't care. No. Yo, the chosen one. Thanks so much for the raid. I appreciate it. I hope you had a good stream. No, and we're pushing into this so hard. Get it, Noel. No way. No. Oh, no. What just happened? Did you just freeze someone? Did you just... Oh. Did I actually just... No, they must have given it to us. Oh, no. And now you're going into delusion there. Besides, it's good to get stronger, isn't it? Society was telling you that, so now you justify your behaviors in the same way a lot of us do. A lot of us justify our bad behaviors by what's happening externally, right? Because it's easier to go ahead and deal with that. Oh my God. Did the music just die? Did the music just die? Oh shit. Here's the thing is, this is only going to get worse. If this continues like this is only going to get worse. What do I mean by that? All of a sudden, we're controlling Noel's narrative. And now that we're controlling Noel's narrative, we're taking away their internal motivation, their ability to go ahead and start thinking and acting for themselves and become extremely reliant on us. This is what expert manipulators do, especially individuals that are usually the abusers in a domestic violent situation. I guess the only thing that would really push it off the rails would be like if Chris did something absolutely horrible to Noel, or there's some implication of Chris doing something like taking everything from Noel. You know, physically, mentally, emotional, you name it. And by that, I can even mean sexually in any capacity, right? Because all of a sudden it's taking away a character's, like, you know, a person's agency in that capacity, right? Or even if there was an allusion to anything like this, where now Noel's boundaries are becoming thinner and thinner, and now as Chris, we're able to implement our own will onto Noel and what we expect this to go ahead and happen and do, right? Because at this point in time, we're making Noel do horrendous actions, and we're making Noel justify them for themselves, and then be like, we're not always that bad, right? This is only just a weird dream, right? I was asleep. Did it happen that way, right? Oh no. This is crazy. That thing just, I know. It shocked me. This is what the also, yeah, we got a new ring. Hold on. The freeze ring. A ring with the snow globe inside of it. Is that someone inside? Should we equip it? What do you think? No, it's terrifying because, like, how many of you have been in a relationship, right? You will change characters as chapters continue. How many of you will be in a relationship or have been in a relationship that maybe grew into an extremely toxic and or even a domestic violence situation? All of us have been in a situation, or majority of us, doesn't have to be a romantic relationship, can be a friendship where they maybe pushed their boundaries a little too strong, you know? Where they maybe, yeah, this is shocking me. I'm like flabbergasted. Like maybe we're in a situation where a relationship pushed our boundaries or made us do things that we weren't comfortable with, right? Thanks, James McKay. I appreciate it. This is, yeah, this is a lot. This is a lot. Yeah, no matter what you did, you're always in the wrong. And at times you can depend on them. And when the good moments come, you become so enthralled and so thrilled by them that it's like absolutely amazing. Yeah. Wow. Once had a friend ask and immediately. Lancer. Innocent boys. Innocent boys are fast asleep. The original Star Walker. Yeah, I dare say this is, yeah, this is getting a little weird. I'm not gonna lie. When you step off the switch, the lighting. How about I hold it down and you go across? Why are they staring into my eyes like that? Oh. I wonder if there would ever be an opportunity or a time where, like, let's say we as the soul, right? Like if we were ever to be like acknowledging sort of that we can go ahead and understand them deeper than what they're saying out loud. And what would that do to someone if they found out that not even their own private thoughts are private? Like what would that do to you if you couldn't even think your own private thoughts without like saying that somebody's looking deep into the window to your soul and is understanding everything that you say? How would you feel in that situation, right? Cyber world, I'd be so terrified. I know, I'd be absolutely terrified. And what? Shouldn't leave now. Nice teamwork. See, Noel? Nothing bad's gonna happen. Getting that ring was good, wasn't it? Now she's going through the standard thinking patterns of someone that's just getting into a domestic violence situation, right? Their partner just got mad and punched the wall and screamed, but hey, they were sweet. Nothing bad happened to them. And we're now in the stage of denial, right? No, but they're genuinely a good person. They're genuinely a good person. Nothing bad will come out of this. Stop thinking about it. They would never harm us, right? They just pushed us a little bit, right? Stop thinking about stepping off the switch and letting Chris get... Noel, no, don't think that. It's horrible. Ooh! Is it horrible? No, I'd rather say it's natural. If I'm thinking in this fucked up mentality where I want this... like if I want to be like, let's say prime manipulator number 1, I'm going to go ahead and try and naturalize this into their thinking pattern. Chris? What are you talking about? I must have said that out. Oh, we're addressing their thoughts. Oh no. Ugh. Oh. We're saying what they were thinking, chat. Oh no. Oh, and they were running away. They were running away. Ice shot. Frozen. Meow. One shot. Meow. Whoa, Noelle became stronger in this void around them. Look at how the game literally makes an isolation void around Noelle as though they're in this crystal globe. But also it's just darkness. It's a complete void as though we're isolating Noelle from everyone. This is what, oh my God, this is the perfect representation of how it can feel to be in a domestic violence situation, right? In a relationship where they're completely isolating you from everyone. Oh my God, literally isolating. Like they're not even the game is interfering with this dark void, this void altogether, right? You and Noelle were filled with power. All right, I'm gonna save in this slot. Oh, I hope I didn't save in my big one. Okay, good. It's a box. It's a box. CD bag was added to your storage. Oh, Noelle is getting stronger. Look at the HP. 134. They're catching up. Freezes the enemy. Hello? Why are you running away? Frozen. Don't let this bug ya. And Noelle grew stronger. Oh. A bounce blade. Spookiness up. You know what? I'm gonna get the grace area up. Should I? Should I? Probably not, huh? So many pink and gold sprites in the city. Hi, tablet is charging. Oh, here we go. Noelle, you're becoming so much stronger. Frozen, one shot! Damn! Wow! Noelle became stronger. I think that's good. Yeah, why are there so many pink and yellow windows, chat? Why are there so many pink and yellow windows? Oh, Even this. Why are you running? Why you run? They're all running away. Oh my god, what are we? You'll need 2 apples to stop me. Frozen. Weeboo! Oh my goodness. Frozen! Oh, Noelle. Noelle. You don't need to isolate yourself for everything. Hey, yo, can we go with Tricky Tony? This is crazy, though. The room between. There's a room between. Looking for irresistible deals that will blow your mind? Well, shut your mouths because you are a weakling. Try a little Friday night workout. Then I'll show you my 5 left. 5 left. Ooh. I'm trying to get the egg. Hold on, I gotta get this egg. Hold on. Isn't that like a 1 in 50 chance or some shit? Irresistible deals that will blow your mind? Well, shut your mouth because you are a weakling. Little Friday night workout. No eggs. Oh no. All right. Well, let's go ahead and get the 5 real quick then. Mods are fighting for their lives, are they? That's funny. Can you delay it for another 5 minutes, Ferdy? I'd appreciate it. If y'all can delay the ads for another 5 minutes there. Alright, let's go ahead and freeze! Meow! Y'all see how much more confident I am with, like, dodging and stuff? So I'm guessing that's 1. Look, Chris, another puzzle. How should we solve it this time? Let's solve it together. No, if I'm being in a toxic relationship and I'm playing this role, I would probably say proceed. Oh God! Oh no! It really is this type of thing. Whoa! What the fuck? Take the evil route, right? Oh no! How? There's nowhere to go, Chris. The path is blocked, isn't it? Proceed. Chris, what are you doing? Chris, is everything okay? Proceed. Chris, there's lightning in the way. If we move any further, I'll be. Chris, you didn't really hear what I said earlier, did you? You wouldn't let me. Stop. Proceed. Chris, proceed. No way. There. Looks like I did it. I just listened to Chris's commands. No, I'm telling you, we're manipulating Noelle to just follow our commands. We're manipulating Noelle. Oh my god. And somehow before I knew it, the puzzle was finished. Oh. Innocent victim. Again, chat. Again, chat. What are we doing? What are we doing? We're literally threatening their safety. Or they were literally taking control of their safety. And they're going from innocent to now victim. And guess what? Now we're threatening their belonging, because in order to belong, you have to get stronger in this society. So from an everyman to a follower, we're victimizing her, right? We're absolutely, wow. Wow. Yeah, Noelle's disassociating from their own actions. Exactly. Exactly. Why would Kara do this? We are watching, like, we are making this happen, right? We are doing this. Oh, this is dark. What the fuck, chat? Oh no. The puzzle was finished. What was I thinking? Chris wasn't trying to hurt me. Kill Nightbird, thanks so much for subbing 3 months in a row. Let's go. Let's go. They were just making me stronger, and she's flipping what she knows isn't a comfortable situation or a good situation into a situation where she's like justifying it. Society wants me to be stronger. I need to be stronger. Chris is making me stronger. Oh my God. And speaking of oh my God, that is where we'll end today's VOD. There's a lot to take on. There's a lot to analyze in this. But that'll bring us to the end of the first VOD here that will go up a part of the weird route with Spamton and Spamton. VOD watchers, I appreciate y'all. I hope y'all are recognizing the symptoms of abuse, or, you know, the patterns of abuse and manipulators, and, you know, what can happen, and like the different elements in here. We're going to talk just a little bit about this because it's important to talk about this. It's important to go ahead and highlight all of this, right? You know, and highlight these things, because unfortunately it's not a comfortable conversation. And unfortunately, a lot of games don't like to talk about this or venture into these themes. This is absolutely fantastic. What a phenomenal way of doing it. I hope y'all like this. I hope y'all like the effort. Stay tuned, because Spamton and Spamton Part 2 continues. For VOD watchers, it might be a day or two. For us, well, it's continuing on in just a second. VOD watchers, if you want to watch the rest of these, get a little bit of an early access, make sure to go ahead and join our member thing. Join us on Patreon or sub here on Twitch, and you guys get early access a couple days as I'm the only one editing, so it'll go up. So make sure to subscribe. Join us on the Discord. And also, hey, real quick, let me throw this out there. Small plug for myself, if possible. Small plug for myself. Let me plug myself up. Let me be a good plug here. Hey, if y'all like what I've been doing this whole year, right? If y'all like everything that we've been doing, please make sure to nominate me. Nominate your favorite streamers. Come on through, nominate, right? If you're gonna come in here, nominate whoever that might be for you, right? Look at this, hidden gem, Psyculturists. Come on through, showcase it, please. I would love your nominations, right? And especially, there's a league of their own in here, right? Streamers who create truly one-of-a-kind content. Showcase that love and support. It would mean the world for everyone if y'all could come through and nominate for anything and everything you think I might fit. A Psyculturist, I'd appreciate it. Make sure to leave a like, comment, subscribe, that whole ordeal. And VOD watchers, practice some self-care. Bye, Psyculturist. We'll see you next time.